Welcome back, Star Wars fans! Bink's Basement back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Ahsoka series that's been announced at Star Wars Celebration 2022, and how it could save the Star Wars universe by confirming this theory and uncover some great mysteries. Here we go!
This is where the fun begins.
Dave Filoni's Ahsoka is scheduled to come out in 2023. This new Disney Plus show is confirmed to introduce characters from the Rebels show like Sabine Wren and Hera Syndulla to the live-action Star Wars universe. Many, including Filoni himself, have hinted that the series will focus on Ahsoka and the gang going on a journey to find Ezra Bridger. This revelation is huge because it means it could split the Star Wars timeline from Disney's sequel trilogy into another one. Let me explain. In Rebels Season 4 Episode 13, A World Between Worlds, we can see Ezra enter this enigmatic place called the World Between Worlds, when he journeys through the portal of the Force Wielders on Lothal. Through there, he seems to be able to witness many past events, wherever or whenever they happen. Through one of the portals, he sees Ahsoka fight against Vader on Malachor. This happened back in Season 2 of Rebels. In a moment of passion, he goes through the portal to save Ahsoka and bring her with him in the World Between Worlds, saving her life. This, plus the rumors we've heard about the Ahsoka series being the quest to find Ezra, suggests that it created another timeline since Ahsoka was not supposed to survive this encounter with Vader. This means Ezra created the Ahsoka timeline, one where Ahsoka is alive and can help the rebel cause and affect many more events throughout the Star Wars story we know. This changes so many things. See, if Ezra does not intervene through the World Between Worlds, it wouldn't affect the current events of the Star Wars timeline and leave things as they are with Rey and the sequel trilogy, the Rey timeline. But if Ezra saves Ahsoka, it creates a domino effect that prevents the events of the sequels trilogy, creating the Ahsoka timeline. Here's why. First, if Ahsoka is saved and lives, then that means she can prevent a lot of things from happening with the knowledge she has. She knows Vader is in fact Anakin, and that therefore Anakin survived. She knows about Order 66, and many other valuable pieces of information. She can also be present to help Luke, instead of leaving him alone to rebuild the Jedi Order. In the Book of Boba Fett series, she is seen helping Luke gather Force-sensitive beings to his new Jedi Temple. Having Ahsoka by his side means Luke is less likely to break under pressure like he did in the flashbacks from The Last Jedi, causing the betrayal of Ben Solo and the creation of Kylo Ren, and then the First Order, and so on and so on. Ahsoka has lived through a lot. She is wise and strong with the Force, even though she might not ever be an official Jedi again. Her presence and the help she offers to Luke is enough to sway the events of the sequels and keep Luke on the right track. Keep Luke the way he was at the end of Return of the Jedi. In the events in the World Between Worlds, we also see that the Emperor sees the whole thing happen through his own portal, and this is where it's important. It will mean that in the normal timeline, or the Rey timeline, where the events in the World Between Worlds did not happen, Palpatine would have in fact not found Ezra and Ahsoka there, and see that it is possible to use this place to cheat death. Palpatine seemingly knew about this place, since he caught them by surprise there, like he had felt their presence. So he was aware of it, probably having been studying it for a while, but nothing had happened. He is seen using Sith alchemy to attack them from his portal. However, it is shown that the Emperor cannot enter the World Between Worlds unless he is linked through Ezra, or any other light side Force wielders, I'm guessing. Again, all of this would have never happened in the timeline where Ahsoka died on Malachor, so there would be no way that Palpatine would have that knowledge in the Rey timeline. Meaning that in the Ahsoka timeline, the Emperor had a new knowledge concerning immortality. This, in my opinion, means that with that information he would not pursue the cloning route and try to study the World Between World option for eternal life instead. Meaning that Rey would never exist, her being the grandchild of a Palpatine clone. This is the main aspect of how the Ahsoka timeline splits the Star Wars timeline in two. Let's not forget that Ezra seemed to have been guided by Morai, the Green Convor who has very close spiritual ties with the daughter, the light side avatar of the Force wielders on Mortis. In my opinion, this reinforces the idea that Ezra created a different second timeline since he was guided by a very powerful being, one that would have the knowledge and Force powers necessary to put the wheels in motion of such an event. On top of that, When Ezra enters the world between worlds, we can hear the voices of Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Kanan Jarrus, Maz Kanata, Chirrut Inway, Jyn Erso, Rey, Kylo Ren, Poe Dameron, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Leia Organa. All these voices are from all the trilogies, from all the eras of Star Wars. It's another hint that this place is where all the events, all the timelines in Star Wars converge and meet. As Qui-Gon Jinn is urged saying, a conduit through which the entire force of the universe flows. This is the place! Plus, Ezra's name is Ezra Bridger. Like the bridge between worlds. I mean, this could be a stretch, and it just happens to be his name, but I don't think these things are random when it comes to Filoni. So there you have it. What is your opinion on that theory? You think it's good? You think it's possible? Let me know in the comments below. I, for one, think this theory is a positive one because it allows for a different future to happen without destroying the sequels for those who appreciate them. Both timelines still happen. Everyone can have their fun and choose which timeline they prefer to believe is the main canon. With the Ahsoka series, we will get to see if this is what Filoni had in mind since he introduced us to the world between worlds in Rebels. I think it's very likely that the Ahsoka timeline, or the Filoni-verse as I like to call it, is going to be introduced with the new Ahsoka series. One where sadly, Rey, Poe, and Finn are not the main characters and are not needed. Because Ahsoka has survived, the Emperor has learned some new things, and everything that's been put in motion has changed. Some new characters are going to be the front runners, and we're going to have a new story to unfold. I think it's very interesting, and I'm very excited for Ahsoka series, whether this happens or not. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did, as it helps out a lot. From one scruffy looking nerf herder to another, thank you for watching. See you around, kids.